hang out with them, but I also enjoy some me time every now and then. So I'll go to a jazz club. This is gonna sound weird. I have a glass of red wine. I unwind for a week, and I just kind of like sit and enjoy the music.
Beautiful. You've been to the Blue Note?
I have not, but I've heard of it. In Brooklyn, I don't know if you've heard of the Ornithology.
Yeah, of course.
I go there all the time.
Yeah, cool
Nice.
place. Yeah, good hand.
Nice, perfect.
Ornithology, let me put that in my notes. Just check them out. Ornithology. Let me check them out. Hold on, wait. Check my phone, yeah, I gotta write that down. All right.
So,
You said red wine. You got me really excited.
excellent. Let's hear
Red wine
it.
lover. So I'm wondering where you see yourself in 5 years. What does that look like?
If all works out, in 5 years from now, I would love to be married. As far as like kids go, like I said, my nieces and my nephews, I consider them my own children. Ultimately, I think that decision for me is up to whoever my future wife is. If she's ready for kids, then that's great. If not, then we can push that, we can kick that can down the road. But yeah, definitely still working in my career, my 9 to 5.
What is the 9 to 5?
So I'm an environmental engineer.
Wow.
Hang on, let me get ahead of you real quick. It sounds complicated and cool.
Does that mean you're doing smog checks, or is it?
Not quite. So we design systems or earthwork, some sort of construction excavation for the purpose of fixing the environment when there's a spill or there's some sort of environmental disaster. That's my job.
That is so cool.
Cool. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Every day, bigger and bigger.
Exactly. Sometimes I hate working, but I know the work I'm doing is good for the general people, the general environment. So it is rewarding, but sometimes I get a little bogged down. Engineering, I work a lot. That's where the red wine comes in. Nice little glass or 700 before bed.
What y'all do? When I want to chill, we do a little black, I drink some wine too. I hit a little hookah stick, you know. What about y'all? I know a lot of people smoke blunts. It might drink some Henny, down Julio, down wine. What y'all do?
I'm good to go.
Great answers from all you guys. I want to know about you. Tell me about yourself and where you get lost.
And cocktails. Go to a restaurant, get a cocktail. Subi.
Yeah, great
When
question.
you take it all off and you're you, tell me about yourself.
Great question. I would say I'm very comedic. I try not to take as much as I can seriously because the way I grew up, my family, it was always like my role in the family was to kind of be like the jester, as I like to say. Like I would, you know, when the parents are fighting or my sisters are fighting, I would come in, make a little joke. I would essentially assign the blame to myself and just be like, all right, you guys are being ridiculous, but what about the thing that I did that was bad? And then it would get people to laugh. It would really break down the walls that way. That's kind of where I thrive. My problem with that, though, to I think answer your question a little bit better, is I typically or tend to have a very I have a bad issue with like my self-confidence, and my self-conscious is always like very detrimental towards myself because I've just always been the role of the fool, and that's always been something I'm comfortable with. And so, getting real deep here, I apologize. It's getting real quiet on set right now. They're like, oh my God, this is a therapy session. And see, that's where I go back to the fool. That's where I, you know, break down the walls a little bit. And that's the thing I struggle with the most, is just like, do I feel good about myself? Is this rewarding to make other people laugh and still have internal issues going on? But again, I don't know if I mentioned this. I'm in therapy. Ladies, I'm in therapy. It's good. It's good.
Yeah. Thank you, Gee. Thank you.
But yeah, that's kind of how I'm working through it.
How much of that was the truth?
Oh.
I'm just
I'm just kidding, dude. I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
I can put a mask on. That's totally fine. I can give you guys a ton of bullshit if that's what you want. But yeah,
Just kidding, dude.
yeah.
Good answers, man.
Thank you. Sir?
I don't know if I can ask this question, but are you and your family very religious? And if you, I'm sorry, but if you are, I mean, the women that you're gonna date and stuff, if they have a different religion, will it make any difference?
Great question, by the way, because I did grow up very Christian. Every Sunday, we're at the same church. We know all the people around us, that we sit in the same section, that kind of thing. But as I got older, I have kind of disassociated with the church, but I myself am still spiritual in the sense that I still believe that there is a God. Me personally, I don't think that's something that should come to. There is like a specific thing.
Have you ever wanted to see your home from space? With this free satellite Earth Maps tool, you can zoom right down to your exact address in just seconds. Imagine pulling up your neighborhood, spotting
to necessarily target in the sense that like it's just based on like how I think the conversation is flowing between me and y'all. So then the father of Kat, if you want to come and join me here, so I can shake your hand. It's very nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you.
Sorry, I'm like limping right now.
That's like, oh my God! Are you here?
She's
Come to you.
injured.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I got bodied by a corgi, you know, just fun
Oh,
stuff.
okay. Yeah, those are pretty vicious, I hear.
Yeah, they're small, but they're mighty.
Yeah, and that turned you into a mummy.
Yeah, kind of. But you know, it builds character. I'm gonna have a very gnarly scars.
Gotcha. Well, I hear that dudes dig scars, I think.
Oh, well, that's great.
Yeah. That's perfect. Well, it was very, very nice to meet you. You're very beautiful.
Oh,
You obviously care a lot about your daughter, and that's very respectful and respectable, and I do appreciate that.
Thank you. Okay.
Nice.
I mean, she asked me if I can just come just for her. I said, all right. And what am I supposed to do over there? She said, I don't know. I said, great. Okay, let's just go. And that's how I'm here.
I wanted to see how my dad would advocate for me. You didn't do a good job, but it's okay.
Told you that. Actually, I like everything about her. And I don't know, maybe it's because of my background or something. You know, I mean, it's kind of weird for me to really say something good about my own child and stuff in public. But she, you know, she has a lot of great things. You know,
It is weird to
Tell me one great thing.
My hair, my clothes, my smile.
Yeah, her smile.
I realized he's actually a little bit funny. I heard that he was a funny guy. I didn't think so, but today I got a glimpse of that. I got it from somewhere. It has to be him or my mom.
And now, for my second pick, Christiana's father, I will say you.
Oh, he eliminated.
Thank you so much for participating in this.
Oh, definitely.
See, I do
Bring out
he
your
was
daughter.
gassing it.
Come on, Chris.
He was like, "Yo, my daughter fire."
Hello. It's nice to meet you.
Sorry you didn't like my dad.
that's
I'm
cool.
much better. Much better than him.
That's
Trust
good to
me.
know. That is so good to know. Oh, see? I think he likes me more than you, unfortunately, based on that hug there.
Well, it was a pleasure.
Thank you so much. Again, it was very nice to meet you.
Glad he didn't like me. Not my type personally. You find him attractive, but a good old American boy, he's all right, I guess. I mean, just
Not
not
type.
what she would like. I mean,
Yeah,
her
but-
type.
Then I say from the jump, the way he dressed, you gotta watch out for him. We don't know what he into. We don't know what he into. The jeans, the shoes, the hat. I don't know.
Well, she likes the, oh God,
Nah, she
I'm scared a little.
she likes tall,
Okay.
golden tans, and pretty. She likes pretty boys. Yeah.
Lots of passion. I need an intense person. I'm quite intense.
She doesn't like big guys like myself, or the elvish look, you know what I mean? Like,
Oh,
you know, the Elvis, like, you know, the elves in
Never
Lord of the
heard
Rings?
of an Elvish man
You know
ever.
what I mean? Like, they're
I don't
pretty
know
and
where you're getting
soft.
that. You didn't do a lot too much talking.
How do you describe the perfect sunset? You know what I mean? How do you do that? Like,
Yeah, wow, that was really good.
no, how do you like, you know,
He's
nobody,
warmed up. Let's start it again.
you're like,
Let's run it back.
All right.
That was so bad.
That was horrible. What are you talking about? Elimination over there.
For this next round,
Okay.
the girls now get to ask you questions.
All right. Now we go. So feel free to be as vicious as you want, because I cannot see you.
Number one Miles fan, you got something for Grayson here?
You said that the way that you show love is acts of service. How do you like to receive love?
That is a great question. So I think for me, because of the issues I struggle with, my self-conscious and my self-confidence, I think words of affirmation are probably the best thing for me to receive, just to
I don't want to talk all day. I want to see the ladies. We are.
know that I'm doing a good job. Does that answer the question?
That answers the question.
Okay, perfect. And then Ella?
Yep. Hey, Ella, let it rip. What do you got?
Let it
Hey,
rip.
Grace.
Imagine she farted. Miss, it is not told you over it. He's here for the wrong reasons. You got him.
Listen, I'm Ella. It's so nice to meet you through the curtain. What is the number one song you most hope the band will play when you're in a club in New York City? Like, what's that one song that you're like, yes, and it gives you just instant
He
serotonin?
looks like a
I
musician.
don't even know if this is considered a jazz song, but there's a song called Can I Call You Rose?
Yeah.
That is one of my favorite, I would say.
Can I call you Rose? How'd that go? We'll hear that. So, hold on, wait. Sound like a good song. adding that to the playlist. Hold on, let me see something.
So
You're singing it?
That was the girl next to me.
Just say yes.
Sure, yeah, that was me actually, Grayson.
I'll take your word for it. That's fine.
That's a little preview for you. No, I'm kidding.
And then Nikki.
Hey, Nikki, he's really cute. Go ahead.
He's lying. He's lying to you. You can't see me, but he's definitely lying.
Hi, Grayson. Honestly, I believe my dad. I think you have a cute voice and you sound funny, so.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Also, kind of similarly to my dad, I like asking serious questions. So I'll start with one. Since you're talking to my dad and getting to know him through me, how important is it for you to get close to the family of somebody that you're dating?
When you go into a partnership or a relationship with somebody,
Yo, let me tell you something. Like, that's the goal. My ex was a Latina woman, a Latina lady. My intention was to get to know her family. I made it my duty to get to know her family, be around them, to see them every day, go to family events, birthdays, like whenever they celebrated, I made sure I was there, I was present. Like I feel like Latina families make it hard to get to, like, they make it hard to really, like, they strict. They strict, they a little strict. But I made it my goal to, like, really make sure I was present. I was at the majority of the events they do, the celebrations, like at all the gatherings. They just kind of strict, and they were Dominican. Dominican was the family ethnicity. They wasn't easy, but I think it is important to whatever one that you're dealing with to get close to their family. I do think that's very important, you know, because that's like without her family, there's no her. She resembles her family. That's the representation of her family where she come from. So it's very important in my opinion.
you are effectively also going into a relationship with their family as well. So like for me, it's very important. I want to be comfortable around them. I want them to be comfortable around me. I would hate to come over for a holiday or for some reason, and before I get there, your family behind the scenes is like, all right, we got to entertain this guy for another 2 hours. Nobody likes him. He stinks. He looks weird. So now what are we going to do? And so that for me, to answer your question, is very important. It's very pivotal for a relationship, I think. You got to get past the point of like just tolerating. They should want to be around you and vice versa. I should want to be around them. It's a long-winded answer. I apologize.
No, that's great. That was perfect. What is one thing that you can do if you're like not feeling good that'll help pick you up? Like for instance, I'll like dance around my room or like make myself a cup of tea. Like, is there something small and cutesy that you like to do that makes you feel good?
Yes, this is going to sound weird, and if you have a cat allergy, I do apologize.
I love cats.
Oh,
I'm a
perfect.
cat lady. I've like fostered like 20 cats.
I'm a cat dad. I have a cat. I have a cat. She is very skittish. She doesn't like anybody else. I've had her since she was 2 months old. She is the one thing that greets me at the door when I get home, and she's the one thing that says goodbye as I leave. So to break myself out of a funk, I just kind of sit with her. This is going to sound lame. I don't even have a couch. I have a futon. I have a real bed, but I also have a futon. Don't know what that says about me as a person, and so I sit with her, she just kind of sits on my lap, and we just hang out.
That was the best answer.
Oh, all right, I passed the test, I think. 6 out of 6, I guess. I don't know. Gentlemen, this is where I'm going to try and get the tears out of you, okay?
All right, that's where we stop.